Hey, how y'all doing? Yeah, this gonna be quick. I know. Yeah, cause I was just thinking back, y'all. I was thinking back on my 37 video, and vaguely, I had kind of, cause I'm rushing on this, so my mind is like trying to rush this video, cause I don't have a lot of time. So my mind is pushing all this stuff forward, and I don't like working. I don't like thinking like this. That's the first thing, but um. Last Saturday, Sabbath, I told you I had a vision. I told you that in this vision, it was this dude who was in this vision. I said, but when this person was alive, every time I was around this person, in my mind, like the words would be, he got innocent blood on his hands. Like this would play like a broken record player. So every time I be around this person, be like, he got innocent blood on his hands. He got innocent blood on his hands. He got innocent blood on his hands. Like this is what I would hear. Nobody heard it but me. I see what other people can't see, and I'm hearing what other people can't hear. So this is what I'm hearing. And so, because I'm so spiritually, like, charged, that, yeah. So it's nothing. That's why I don't do funerals. I do not do funerals because I'm so spiritually charged. And so, and I'm so spiritually sensitive. I don't do funerals. The only way I do a funeral, like, it's going to have to be an immediate family. I'm not going to another funeral. Every time I go to a funeral, I see these people. These people, I go to bed, go to sleep. These people, boom, they there. I'm like, how you find me? I don't know how these people be finding me. I'm so spiritually charged, though. So I have to watch where I go. So funerals, I ain't doing no funeral. Just because. Like, I don't have a problem with it, but I just made the personal choice that, hey, it had to be like my immediate family for me to be like, okay, let me pay my respect. Other than that, nah, I'm too spiritually charged to be at a funeral. So with this person, when this person was alive, I don't never be want to talk about this, but this where it going. This is what I'm hearing. He got innocent blood on his hands. And so, in the spiritual, if you don't know what that means, it means that he has killed a child somewhere he didn't kill the child in this picture. And so, with me hearing he got innocent blood on his hands, and sometimes you can I say unalive, because I really don't even want to use the word, y'all. But when you unalive a person, they might have dirt on their hands. But it's different when you target the innocent. And you target a child that had no dirt, no wrong on them. That's different. God looking at that different. So in the spiritual, this person is thinking he getting away. Like, don't nobody know. But little do he know. Everybody know but him. Everybody know, because I know I'm listening to it. So the blood or whatever is crying out. And this person walking around like they getting away with something. You ain't got away with nothing, because everything know. Everything you're well aware of what you did. And Satan got you fooled like you getting away with it, because in the physical, people are blind and can't hear and can't see. They just walking out here just blind. But in the spiritual, everything is after. Everything you ever did is out there. You cannot hide nothing you have done. Nothing can be hidden. In this realm, God do allow us to hide things. It's things hidden. He even hide things. But in the spiritual, everything is known. Everything is understood. You don't have to figure out, well, what this mean? Well, who was this and who was that? You got all knowledge, all understanding. In the spiritual, you got all knowledge, all understanding. And physical, you be trying to figure out, and sometimes people might be like, well, how did you know that this was this and that was that? Because you got all knowledge. So you don't have to question nothing. Like, you really don't have to question nothing in the spiritual. Now, a lot of times when I'm in the spiritual, I just go with the motion in my vision dream. But then me being in this flawed body, I have to try to figure out, dog, what this mean, what that mean. But in spiritual, I got all understanding. I know what it means. So back to this person. So this person walking around, I'm hearing he got innocent blood on his hands, which means, even though he don't know it, he unalived a child somewhere. He done unalived a child, and the blood of this child is crying out in the spiritual. And I'm hearing the cries of this child. God got this playing like a record player. And so Dang, I ain't got no time. Okay, let me speed this up. Okay, so at this point, this person, while he was alive, came to me in the dream. So I'm asleep, boom. This person popped up in my vision, but he's still alive. And so when this person popped up in my vision, he was like, Shin, I need you to relay a message. I just need you to relay this message for me. But see, when he asked me to relay a message, at that point, he could not speak this message he could not speak what he wanted to speak without my permission. In the spiritual, he could not go past that threshold. So in the vision, he's asking my permission. Hey, I got a message. And in the vision, I turned down the message. I was like, I don't want to know what you got to say. I don't want to know. And this is my perfect self. Because normally when people talk to me, when God allowed them to talk to me, or people just come see me or whatever, I be like, hey, what's going on? And they'll talk to me like, yeah, but this particular person, when he came and he approached me while he's still alive, I don't know if his spirit or his soul came to me while I was asleep. And so while he's still alive, his soul came to me, and it was like, I need to tell you something. I was like, I'm not gonna tell me nothing. I said, now what I will do, I'll reach out to this person and tell this person that you want to talk to them. I said, but for what you need, our conversation ending right here. So in the spiritual, I got this authority, y'all. I really do. I know this authority. I know my position in the spiritual, different than the physical. But so in this vision, this person wanted me to relay a message to somebody he knew. To somebody he knew. But I was like, look, I don't even want to know what it is you trying to tell me. I said, but what I will do is I will let this person know to get up with you. So when I wake up from the dream, I happen to bump into this person. So when I bump into this person, I'm like, look, this person came to me in my dream. And I said, you need to see what's going on with this person. And then the person was like, Ma, I see that person every day. That person ain't never said they need to say nothing to me. That person ain't never said they got it. That person ain't never called me on nothing about they need to talk to me. I said, well, you know what? This person disturbed my sleep. Y'all don't know how I feel. Like, I be like a fireball out here. Like, don't disturb my sleep. Like, I don't care who and what it is. You better not disturb my sleep. That's how I am for real. So, especially like if it's like people like coming to me and stuff like that, yeah, I go off. I go off like a fireball. So I was like, look, this person disturbing my sleep. I said, and you need to see what's going on with this person. And then so at that point, time went by. This person that I was talking about had innocent blood on their hand, ended up dying a very gruesome death. This person ended up dying a very gruesome death. But in the midst of this, y'all, I didn't know this person like that. Like, I'm telling you that now. I didn't know this person like that. But what God and the Holy Spirit told me, this person was actually a serial killer. Like, he didn't, like, this is what he did. And it got to the point where when he unalived a child, the only reason why he even did that is because he felt like he could get away with it. So this is what God revealed to me on the back end, like, because I don't know nothing about this person. But what God told me is that was a serial murder. When you get to the point where you target the innocent for fun, yeah, you on a serial, your mental, like, you got a reprobate mind at this point. So this person ended up dying a very gruesome death, and this person ended up dying a very gruesome death. Some years went by, whatever. So, because like I said, I ain't really just dealing with, like, y'all keep me out of this. And even if y'all try to keep me out of it, I'm be pulled into some stuff anyway. I'm just gonna be pulled into stuff. I really do be doing everything to stay out the way. It's nothing I can do to stay out the way. It's absolutely nothing I can do. I could be in my room. I could box myself. I could take my window shut. I could put some chain locks on my doors. I can say I ain't never going outside. It's nothing I can do to not be involved in nothing going on. Like, it's all gonna come find me wherever I'm at. If I'm in my room, it's coming to my room. I don't care where I'm at. I'm be involved in everything going on. I still try to stay in my bubble though. But with this person, y'all, because dang, I ain't got no time. Okay, with this person, time go on. So time go on, this person died. So I randomly bring this person up to my daddy while my daddy was alive. I was like, man, I had this dream. I said, and this person, I said, man, he was disturbing my sleep. Everybody know how I feel. Spirit or not, you better not disturb my sleep. I'm going off. I'm like a boom. I'm like a atomic bomb. Don't you disturb my sleep. I'm nice as I want to be now. But don't you disturb my sleep. So I'm telling my daddy. I like, man, this part caught me in my dream. I'm trying, I said, I don't know what the person wanted to tell me. I said, because I never received the message. I said, as soon as the person told me that they wanted me to relay a message, and I knew this was my cue to say, okay, what's the message? My cue went, instead of me saying, okay, what's the message you want to relay? I was like, I ain't relaying no message, but I let the person know, though. I let them know to reach out to you. So then at this point, I let the person know. The person said they kick it with this person every day. This person ain't never said nothing about nothing. They ain't even said they want to even talk to the person. So then at this point, y'all, my daddy, he was like, that person came to me in my dream. This some years now. And I just randomly brought this up. And then my daddy, he was like, that same person came to me in my dream. He said he wanted to relay a message. He said, and he told me the message. I was thinking to myself when I was talking to my daddy, what made you receive that message? Like, what made you want to receive it? So did he tell me the message? So whether I wanted to receive the message or not, you see how God worked on it. I still ended up receiving the message through my daddy. Like, even with me turning down the message from this person, the message still found me. And it found me through my daddy, because then randomly I'm bringing up this person. I say, well, I don't know what this person wanted. But I said, but what I do is I let the other person know you trying to get up with them, which I did do that. But I was like, for some reason, I didn't want to be involved in it. For some reason. And then at this point, my dad was saying, well, ooh, I had a dream about this person. And he had a message. And I know the message. And then he told me the message. See, y'all, even with me not even want to be, even with me not wanting even to be in it, to even not know the message, the message had to find me for some reason. So he, through my daddy and us having this open conversation, my daddy, boom, you didn't put me in it. So basically the message was, my dad was like, man, he looked scared. He just looked real scared in the dream. And he said, and he just kept saying, he's like, it seemed like he was in hell or something. This how my daddy talking to me. He just seemed like he was in hell or something. And he said that the message was that he didn't want his loved ones going to that place. He was like, he wanted to warn his loved ones and let them know that this place is real and do not come to this place. This is the message. So my daddy, after he tell me this, y'all, you know, some time go on, stuff like that. But the message that I didn't receive in my dream, I guess it was meant for me to receive this message of what he wanted to say, because my daddy, even in a casual conversation, ended up still telling me the message that I was like, no. I'm sick of y'all how God be working. God, like, you gonna get the message, even though it's not for me. But I guess it was for me to know. I don't know. So then, boom, time go by, y'all. Time go back. So then recently, Sabbath, this person pop up in my vision. And I ain't really getting to this too much in the other video. If you pay attention, I jumped on the conversation and I jumped off, and I did that for a reason. Like, pay attention to how I move and how I talk. But when I was in that video, I really kept it short and sweet for a reason. And you see me jump on it, even when I was finna go deep into it, you saw me jump right back off and start speaking on some other stuff about God and his spiritual gifts. I did it like that for a reason. Like, as soon as I jumped on him, I was like, well, y'all know the 22 spiritual gifts. I did that for a reason. But in this third Sabbath video that I just did last week, this dude who had innocent blood on his hands is in my dream. And so I speak on it briefly. I don't get into too much detail dealing with this because I got to watch how I talk and what I say dealing with this. And so I keep it really short. I'm really trying to watch what I say dealing with this right here. So I jump on it, jump off, but I kept saying, I don't know what he represents. I don't know what he represents. I said, but he came to me on the Saturday Sabbath. And Saturday Sabbath, I'm the most spiritually charged on the Saturday Sabbath. And I have the most, like, you know, I told you, like, as far as my spiritual gifts and stuff, it's the most enhanced on the Saturday. So out of all days on the Saturday, I see this person come to me on the Saturday. And so I told y'all the bell go out, ding, 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 ding. But I told y'all I don't know what he represents. And so later on during the week, they started talking about it's this mass shooting that had occurred where this person went up to a school, a Catholic school, and was targeting and attacking, like, and trying to kill some kids and stuff like that, trying to kill the innocent. And so once I see this, I'm just really going out by my way for confirmation. Got to find me. And this spirit or this person that I seen, it represents more than just that right there. But with that right there, when I said innocent blood on your hands, that means that it's going to be a target against the innocent. That means the angel of death is going to be targeting the innocent. And so this is what he represents. He represents the angel of death, and his purpose is to target the innocent, which most likely means kids. When you hear innocent blood on their hand, most of the time that means that a person has unalive a child, especially in the spiritual realm. That's a spiritual term and a spiritual connotation, a spiritual language. But it means a person that has unalive a child, because a child got innocent blood on their hand. A child is innocent. So when you do something to a child, then that's the reference, that's the language that they use. It's innocent blood on their hands at that point. So now, because this just come to me later, so after I dreamed about this person who had innocent blood on their hands, they had this mass like shooting at a school with kids. And I guess this person, because they targeted kids, it's like innocent blood on their hands, so to speak. And so that's one definition of this person. But this person is interdimensional and intertwined. So it's going to be a lot going on. So Bailey, my daughter texted me. They big sisters. Restricted them. My daughter, she like, Mom, I'm restricted from using electronics. I'm just texting you this. I'm doing a video on my younger daughters, because my older kids kind of control the internet with them, so they block certain devices, so they don't have access. So they just told me that they older sister blocked them from using the devices. And they like, Mama, I'll just let you know. Let me stop. Okay, y'all. So I had this dream about this dude who actually in the physical did have innocent blood on his hands. And then you had this mass murder at a school targeting kids, which means it's innocent blood on his hands. So in my mind, when I see this person, that means that the spirit of death has been released and it's going to target the innocent. And you could say children, but you might not just be just like a child. But me, I normally would put it in category of kids, but I'm not gonna box it in with just kids. It's just the innocent. Like, you could just be somewhere in public, and you just gonna have to be real careful with being out in public. This is the revelation that I'm getting from this. Be careful being out in public, because you're gonna be a target, especially if you innocent. If you just innocent out here ain't doing nothing, you the target. You is the target right now. So, let me see. So y'all be careful, be aware of your surroundings when you go out. We going into fall. I told you last year that video, it dreamed about fall. So we going into fall. We actually started fall early. For some reason, we went to fall in August, and normally August, the hottest month of the year. I didn't even think I was going to survive for 30 more days, but God had cooled it down, because we done went straight from July, straight into fall. Straight in the fall with this weather. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to talk to y'all later. Y'all enjoy y'all day, but I had to give y'all a breakdown of the revelation. But this person represents like the angel of death, but this angel of death is targeting the innocent, like innocent blood on their hand. Like if they targeting children, or just the innocent, like those that can't do for themselves. It could be the elderly, like it's just like those that, the innocent. whatever that might mean spiritually, like innocent. And I'm not finna box this in with just children, because innocent could be just, I could be innocent just going to Walmart with my kids and be a target. So, especially if you innocent, you know, you just got to pray prayer protection, Psalm 91. But I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day.